Okay. Well, welcome back to Stationeers. I'm going to be playing again on my Europa save. And hopefully we can get some work done on making a new base. So I don't have to struggle so much with, you know, the growing pains of a small starter base. So, oh god, the light. Okay. So yeah, last time we had set up my oxygen tank and the heating for in here. Now, I think I just want to make a whole bunch of frames and stuff to try and get... Oh right, yeah. I had set up a section of stuff. Oh right, my power went out too. I'm gonna go head outside and check that out. Ooh, I won't be able to vent the air out. If I can jam my head through here real quick. There's not much wind. It seems like the sun is coming up, so maybe I'll catch a little bit of sunlight and be able to vent this out. I guess I'll just wait a second. I mean, if I don't end up getting power, I could just vent out that little bit of air. It won't be the end of the world. But... there it goes. Shouldn't take that much power to get this done. There we go. Oh yeah, I actually don't have the solar panel set up right now, so it wouldn't have mattered. But a little bit of wind works. Okay, yeah, I've got a bit of frame set up so I can start doing my new base. So then I just need a good amount of wall and plates to actually weld this up and finish it. So I think... well, it's daytime. I kind of want to get more stuff so I can make more wind turbines so I won't have a power problem. I think I'm gonna go do that while the sun is out. Just go get tons of gold, copper. Melt this up if I've got enough power when I get back. And honestly, I think... you know what? Actually, I'll probably get a bunch of materials so I can do the other alloys. And then, at the very least, I'd like to get an arc welder and maybe a better drill with the advanced stuff. So, yeah, I might just get a stack of each for the, like, Electrum and Constantin and stuff like that. So I think there was lead or nickel up on this hill somewhere. Go grab that. Iron I can find pretty much anywhere. I'll wait on that. Yeah, it was lead. I'll grab some of this. Probably just a stack. So I think solder is pretty much the least used. And kind of easy to make anyway, so... do a stack. Actually, I might just grab all of it. I'm gonna need to go back to base and dump some stuff off anyway, so I might as well just grab all of it since I know where it is. Might need to change my battery out soon too. So, all the more reason to just go back to base. Dump some stuff. Yeah, this should be enough lead to last me a lifetime. And by the time I need to come back out, I should have the sensor glasses with the ore scanner thing. So it won't be too bad to get more. Should be good enough. Yeah, that's almost 4 stacks. So we'll drop this stuff off. Still not sure if the storm is going to come through soon. That might actually solve my power problems instead of me having to deal with... I'd actually just dump this stuff in here and close the door for now. So then, in case there is a storm, it won't blow that away. Then... I'd actually chuck a bunch of this lead in there too. So I sure do not need all of this right now. Okay, that'll work. That'll keep that safe. So I'll need to go find... Oh, change my battery too while I'm at it. Just shove my head through the wall again. Go. So I need silver and nickel. Is the different stuff that I haven't seen yet. Oh, my waste tank. I could probably just vent that out here. It won't matter too much. That's silver. I'm just getting close to a stack of this stuff. Stack at 1. I can always put an extra gold in there. Okay. So that's that. Check that out. And we'll need to find a good amount of nickel. Might actually have a good luck up here. That actually is nickel right there. Need at least... No, that's lead actually, never mind. I am losing it, apparently. Definitely don't need more lead. I just know nickel is kind of darker. I guess it actually looks closer to iron. Actually, while I'm out here, I'll probably grab some of this so that I can make some water and don't run out. Just keep about a stack. Some more gold. Might just get unlucky. Does make me kind of wish there was a sprint in this game. I can at least run a little bit faster. But oh well. Yeah, that's more silver. I usually like to gather all of these at once and then just do like one big processing. Then I can at least make a stack of each type of alloy. And that usually lasts me a good while. At least to get a couple of basic things. But it's getting dark, so I might go back to base just so I can make sure I can actually find it. That direction. And I'll see if I can get any nickel along the way. Which I think, yeah, that's just more lead. That might be, yeah, that's nickel. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll get at least 2 stacks of this if I can. So I'll need nickel for Invar and Constantin. That should be all I need of the hypothetically more rare stuff. Then I'll need to come back out and get copper, iron, and actually I've got enough gold. I'm not sure how much of an excess I have in my machines, but I'll grab actually a good amount of this just so I have more. See if I can just get it to 4 stacks. That should be enough for a while. Let's see if I get lucky and land exactly. No, there's no way. Oh well. That's a good amount. And I believe, yeah, it should be somewhere off this direction. I might just see if I can go back inside my base and make some lockers. Oop. To just put all this extra in here. And then, yeah, come back out and grab some iron and copper. Go inside. Grab up all of this at least. Doesn't fly around. Okay. So we'll at least make some lockers. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing before I had left the other day, is making a whole bunch of steel sheets. And then my power cut out. Yeah, we'll make the lockers for some ore storage. Just one of these bigger ones. And I don't need that on anymore. That can just sit in the corner. Then we'll go back out and figure this out. Oh, the storm is actually happening right now. could probably at least deal with this. Keep that closed just for safety. And I can, as long as I don't jump, I won't get sent flying. As long as I don't accidentally drop anything. Just chuck that there. And chuck all this lead in here. And all the nickel. And probably just chuck these in here for now. And just keep a whole bunch of space free. And I think while this is going on, I wonder why these aren't turning super fast now. Oh, there they go. Okay. Go back inside and eat and drink, and then kind of wait out the storm a little bit, so I can still see. And then we'll go out and mine some more copper and iron. Okay. This. That one's got some. Might as well top up. Then I at least don't have to worry about it for a while. Okay. And we'll dump this before I forget. Okay, and then use up some of this power. Charge this up. And I think while that's going, I might as well keep printing up stuff from my future base. That's while I'm sitting in here, I might as well do this too. Top this off. Then I can just leave it in there so it doesn't keep consuming it. Keep careful eye on this because it will explode if I turn around for a second. I've accidentally left these kinds of machines on way too long and it's popped the tank. And that is very explosive. Yeah, it's a good amount of power. I don't know why it stopped, but... Oh, because of this. There we go. It should keep going now. Yep. So then, yeah, I wanted walls with those. And I've still got a whole bunch of steel laying around. For other stuff. So I wanted at least a whole bunch of sheets so I can finish up the frames. And then we'll make some walls and start planning out where stuff's gonna go. After I'm done alloys. Might as well just keep this stuff in here because I'll have to come back in here at some point. Before I start my stuff. I need to actually see. I do still have a good amount of other stuff built up. So I might make a tool printer while I'm in here too. I should probably do that now. Let's see, tool. Just do that. Should only make one. Put the stuff in the corner. And this is definitely why I want a bigger base, so I can have more space to do stuff. So I'm gonna have to put that machine just kind of here in the middle of the room. Let's see, do I don't have any extra. Iron sheets or plastic. I need to make those up. Got plenty of cable. Might actually see if I can just deconstruct this crate now. It is kind of in the way. Put these back here. That just keeps some of this stuff sorted out a little bit. Little seeds. This is just gonna be in the way anyway. Might just throw this back here. It's really not a good place to throw any of this. My debris that I probably won't even get anything out of. Throw a battery in there. Back here too. That one's pretty charged now. It's a pretty good amount of power just built up in that. Probably build plastic. Which needs silicone. Just need 2 of those. And then the 2 iron sheets, which I'll need more iron for. Or it's just going to be the last thing that pops out of there. There we go. And I can just keep this going with steel sheets while I build the rest of this. And ideally, maybe I have it like this. And I should still be able to walk around and all that. Not enough to worry about. Okay, there's that. And then I've got that set up for when I do the next alloys. Because I will want... A mining backpack would actually probably be useful to do now. So I would like... arc welder, which, yeah, I need 3 more advanced alloys and steel. And then I think the heavy drill is what I'd want. And I think that's in the second tier of that. So that's fine for now. Throw these to the side too. And yeah, looks like the storm is done. Maybe let's go back out there while there's still sunlight. Turn all this off for now. And we'll go back out there, probably grab my tank. That'd be a useful idea. Close the helmet. Go out and grab some iron and copper. Oh, does that destroy my lander? It seems like. And at the very least blows it very far away. Ooh, it might be a good idea to put a light on my base. Of course there's nickel right there. Well, that's cool. Yeah, it might be a good idea to put a light on my base now that I don't have the little tiny lander light to guide me back. So there's copper, there's even more nickel, as if to mock me. That's cool. Whatever. Try to remember that that's actually pretty close by next time I need it. I'll just get a ton of this, because I'll need more anyway. Make the alloys, then go back inside and make the arc welder. Maybe a couple of extra bigger batteries. And start upgrading my tool batteries. And then we'll come back out here and start working on the base as I craft stuff. Water ice. Seems like there'd be more copper in here, but I guess not. Oh well. 2 stacks is at least pretty good. Turn that off. And we'll grab a chunk of iron. So I'll need this for... Actually, I think I just only need one. I need iron for solder, and I need iron for invar. I'll need at least 2 stacks. Might as well grab as much as I can. Okay, that works. And then we'll head back up. And start this whole process. I should actually probably get some more volatile too, so I make sure I have enough. And there's some right here. That works. That'll be good enough. Got some real height on that jump. Okay, can turn that off. That's probably empty by now. Yep. Okay, and then we'll figure out what I've got here. So I'll need iron and lead for solder. I think it's... Is it actually copper and... Constantin is copper and nickel. Thinking of some other game. That is whatever, so that's electrum. And then need the nickel and iron. Okay. And the rest of this is just extra. I might actually just put all of this in here just to sort it out. So, I might sort this in my inventory too. So lead, this is going to be the lowest pressure. Have to look into this again. I do have it written down, but in case anybody doesn't know, the temperature and the pressure is very important for a lot of these ingots and ores. Some of them are kind of generous, being like you only need 600 Kelvin to 100,000 Kelvin, but the pressure is a little bit more specific. So I think one of these is very specific. Solder is very low temperature and has a wide pressure range. Invar is the specific one. So you need 1.2 and 1.5, somewhere in between, and then 18 to 20 pressure. And then steel's easy. And Constantin is pretty wide too. So I'm going to pull out my big sticky note that I've got this written down on, just so I can help me and not have to open that menu 1,000 times. And we will start with, let's see, what is the highest pressure one? I think 20. Yeah, I'll need over 20 for Constantin. So I think we'll probably put like 10 and 5 in there. Let's see where that gets me. Not even close. So yeah, I need to get the pressure up to it over 20. And the temperature is not going to matter because it's got a wide range. So actually I got closer than I thought, so I might throw 4 and 2 back in there. And we'll see if I get over 20. Because I guess actually me putting the ore in there will increase the pressure too. So we'll do, I'm going to make sure I don't screw this up, copper and nickel first. So that and this. That should make me Constantin. Yep. I'll throw that back in my inventory, and then I need to drop it below 20, but not past 18 for Invar. So I'll throw the nickel and iron in there. And then we're gonna need to drop the pressure. And also, temperature is about good, but drop the pressure a good amount. We'll start taking that out. Then we might need to let temperature go down a bit too. I need to drop it between 1.2 and 1.5. So we'll let that sit there for a second. As long as it stays above 18, it drops to 1.5. We'll be good there. And as soon as this turns green, it will produce Invar. Okay, and the next one is Electrum, which will need to drop down pressure down to 2.4 at least. So I'll need to drop this a good amount. Which, yeah. Drop it to 2.4, keep it above 600K. I think we might be waiting a little bit. And we'll need to let it cool down a good amount so I can actually get it to be solder. stop it. Actually, I might stop at about 3. Just to be triple sure. And then we might actually chuck a bunch of just ice in there. Try and cool it down faster. We'll chuck a bunch of oxide in there. So that'll up the pressure a bit more, but should lower the temperature a good amount. That'll be easier for solder to happen. So I'll actually drop this below 2.4 for electrum. Very close. There it is. And then we'll throw this stuff in here, and it should drop the temperature more. Just the act of smelting it. And then hopefully just wait a little bit longer and drop it down to 550 temperature. And then it should be done. This will at least get me the electric welder, and then I'll have to worry about gas in my welder again. So I don't need these out. I do still have a good amount of fuel in there, but I'd much rather save it. Plus, I don't want to be welding inside anyway. Okay, so that is all that done, so I might as well smelt up a bunch of this extra that I've got. Oh, except... no, there's no way it's going to have enough heat now, so actually, never mind. Just leave that alone. And we'll take all that gas out. That's it. Yeah, it's got nitrous in there now. Nitrous oxide. A lot of pollutant, a lot of CO2. Yeah, just let that go for a while. Got plenty of power now because of the storm. So it should be good for a while. Well, it's good enough to start printing a whole bunch of stuff for a new base. So I'll let that go for a bit while I figure this out. That's an arc furnace. Okay, I'll just chuck all of this in here. And then I think I'll grab some steel, some gold, and then this copper. And then I think I should be able to make the welder. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, and in case anybody is curious, the reason why I switched it over is because if you switch it over while it's in progress of doing something, it will print the one thing and then stop printing it. So it's very useful for things you want only one of. but still have the enough stuff to print another one. So you just kind of cycle it over and it'll stop when it's done. So that is done. And see if I have enough stuff for some large batteries. Yeah, so I think I'll take the steel out of this again. So that won't be necessary for a while. And probably print 2 more of these. Take my helmet off too. Probably eat and drink again while I'm in here. And I can start stacking this stuff in my inventory now that I don't need room. Actually, is that just one? Yeah. So we'll print one more. Start getting that charged up. Let's see. Need a battery for my grinder. I'll need a battery for that, but that's what I'm doing this for. Okay, now that's done with steel sheets. Should have a good amount for the frames and stuff. Okay, let's see, 2. So I wanted that for, I believe it was, meet the geometrics. Yeah, geometrics for my basic wall. So we'll print a bunch of those. Then we'll use that steel for the, I think it's just wall for the windows. Won't make a ton of windows, but it'll be nice to have. Yeah, it's still visible. Turn my light off a little bit so I can save a little bit of power. Probably actually be a good idea to cool this place down a little bit too. I put a lot more heat in it than I expected to when I set up my little heater from the off gas from the furnace. Which I thought the pipe leading out from this one would be cooling this area down a lot more than it is, but apparently not. But oh well. Let's see actually how many more wind turbines I can make. I could make 2 more if I shove more iron in there. Which I think all those is steel. Yeah, the only iron I've got now is in there. Probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. Just make more wind turbines so I can keep my power going. Yeah, I'm down to 2 bars. Get these up, start the windows going. And then maybe start it printing more sheets while I go out there and plan some of this out. think I'll need a bunch of plastic too. That is actually perfect. Okay, start these up so I can do walls. Actually, I'll go back out and come back. Some of it's doing something interesting. Okay, and especially since it's light out, I might as well use some of the light, some of the sun to do something. Okay, so I wanted... Let's see... So probably do my door there, so I'll probably have walls here. And this is what I'm gonna want my greenhouse to be. It's just this little 3x3 area. Well, greenhouse and my oxygen tank filler and my water supply is gonna be in here. And we can hold off on doing the inside walls for now. Or the outside walls, I mean. So then these will be here. This will be my main machining room. Is that? Yeah, that's the same inside. And then we'll have a little bit of my storage area. In there. And then I can make expansions as I go when I figure out I need more room. So plants when they need it, water for sure, and an atmospheric setup so I can suck some air into my tank. Then door. I'm not sure if I want to go too high with this. I think in here I will, but my greenhouse won't really need it. I'd like to do that, and then maybe get some windows. I'll probably do windows on this side, and I'll have windows in there for sure. Well, maybe I'll do a window over my... Probably over here, over my airlock. And then maybe just on this side. Because this is the side that the sun is gonna be on, so I won't really need a window on this side. So that'll be good. And we'll head back in and grab those other walls. And then I'll need a whole bunch of walls to actually finish what will be the ceiling in my room. So that's done. For sure won't need more than 20 walls there. I think actually I'll get yeah, another 20 of flat walls. Actually, I might do 30. I'll grab that 10. And we'll do that, and then we'll do flat walls. Okay, these are charged now. Stick one of those in my welder. And while that's going again, I'll go out and weld some of the frames and stuff so I can actually stand on it properly. actually start setting up some of this. So I think we'll probably put an actual frame down here for the outside part. So that one won't need to be welded up all the way, but this one will. And I just want to weld all these up just so I don't have extra air that I have to deal with. And this will just be a flat surface. Because I could just do this to make it airtight, where I weld the outside edges all the way up.
Hydration critical.
And then just one go on the middle parts, but something like this. I could do this, but I'll have the steel plus it's less air, or what's the word for it? Less area that I have to worry about pressure in. And it's just an extra weird amount of space to think about. So I think it'll just be easier for me in the long run if I just weld all these up. I want to mine that out a little bit too, because that's going to bug me, but... And that's all of the battery I had in here. So I might as well start doing... I might actually change up some of those. Because maybe I do like that being a window. And then like these two. Actually, maybe I'll do those two windows and then this one not a window. I think that'll work out. Then I always have a little bit of sunlight coming from the sides. And then we'll do windows on at least these corners. And these parts. And then we'll use flat wall for the rest of it. Then I can put more of these in. So we'll do that as a thing. That'll be a window. And then this will need to be a wall. Actually, probably won't be using the compasses or the geometries. But we'll be putting windows in there. Some windows in there. And I'll keep all of that flat. That being a window. And then... yeah, I think I'll just put a bunch of flats along this side. And then the ceiling. So we'll need a good amount of those. Actually, I think instead of sucking this air out, I might use it to cool down the room a little bit. Should be fine. Yeah, it's dropped it down to 18, so that's good. I can always heat it back up a little bit. Get these away from the wall a little bit too. So that... I didn't turn that on, so this hasn't been going. That's cool. Oh well. And we'll sit and eat and drink again. And yeah, I should have enough water bottles and food last me until I move fully into my other base when it's done. Still have, yeah, the two little packages, which might only have one left in them anyway, but which, yeah, there's one bottle in there and then a whole bunch of bars still. Well, I won't need to actually start farming for a while, but it's good to have the water set up at least. Get a whole bunch of those. And see how much more I need. So I think I'll need to change out my battery too. And just get a whole bunch more actual sheets. Which I'll probably set that going while I go back out there and figure out how much more I need. So those I won't need anymore. Shouldn't need any more walls. But I'll probably need more flats. That's good. Don't need to turn that off. So we'll get as many sheets as this will give me. And that should probably be good enough. It's gonna be over 100. So that I don't really want to lose. Okay, so head outside and do the rest of this. I am running out of power now. So I think I want like a large panel there. And I might actually do another window right here. Then yeah, we'll do. Actually, how does this look with the flats? Part of it is aesthetics, but yeah, I think that looks fine. A lot better than the panels, so I'll do this. Then we'll do this part. And then just do flat walls for these. And then a crap ton more flats just for these sections. So I only need like 2 more. That's definitely a lot better than I was expecting. But I think we'll pull these off for now. I can get the rest of the frame down here done. That's all done. That one won't need it. And then we can start doing some of this. Okay. Then I'll make a staircase for that little section. And then I believe it's just plastic and glass for these. And then, yeah, just a crap ton of steel plates. And then I can always make the outside actually look pretty later. Probably way later, but... might actually do this a little bit, so I don't throw a bunch of stuff around. Actually kinda operate this like a normal airlock would. I think it's about 80 pressure in there. Let's make this kind of reasonable. Yeah, I didn't toss as much around. So we'll actually stop this, do a couple more flat walls. And then we'll do up some plastic and stuff too. So this might actually be enough steel. So probably do a good amount of this. So I make sure I have enough. Then I'll print a bunch of glass too. Let me do 20 plastic and then I'll just do the rest in glass. Yeah, that'll be 16 glass and that should be more than enough. Then we'll need to think about power storage too. Like where I'm gonna put my batteries. Probably in that little nook where I'm gonna put my storage too. Maybe I make another smaller little room for it. Okay, there's that done. It's a good amount more. And then we'll hold off, because I believe that makes me pretty close to out of power. I still have plenty in my suit, so that should be fine. So we will try to finish up the rest of these walls. Actually, I'll probably make some doors too. So I'll need plastic and glass for those too. So I might as well do them while I've got the stuff on me. And then I'll need to print or smelt up some more silicone if I need more. So that I'll actually build this one with proper airlock in mind. And I'll also need to think about where I'm going to have all my wind turbines. So this door, And then we'll just do a greenhouse backwards. Just kind of make that look a little bit weird, but eh. Nobody ever said I was a builder. I'll need another wall there. Okay. I think while I'm thinking about it, I might as well do these two. Just finish those up. And start putting in glass. Okay, that's that room done basically. I just need to put the one more right there. And that's where I can have like an actual light. I'll probably put... You'll have my first little farm in this little corner, and I'll just put some grow lights on the sides of the walls. And then I'll put my water and oxygen stuff in this kind of corner. That's a window. Oh, I did the way wrong one on that one. So that is goofy. And that's a geometry one, so I'll need to change it out anyway for a flat. Flat. Okay. Oh, I did that one wrong too. And that one's going to need to change. And that one too. Okay, I wasn't really thinking about it while I was doing that, I guess. Okay, well. Oh well. At least I haven't built the whole thing just to realize that I'm going to need to move a whole wall. Okay, I need more flats then. 3 more flat walls. Plus those ones. I never did make the extra walls. I might have made extra of these. Oh well. Do the windows. Need to put walls in there. And do I want any windows in that? Probably not. And keep the ceiling clear for plenty of lights and other stuff. Put the glass in. Should only really need a couple more flat walls, and then this should be done, at least the frame of it. Might actually do... Oops, sorry, just trying to get a screenshot here. Here we go. Okay, and then I just need flat walls. Oop, that's gonna blow everything around again. Flat. So I think I need at least 5, but I might as well make a couple more. I'll need more to actually pretty my base up a little bit from the outside. as much as it is functional, I would like it to at least look a little bit nice when I'm coming back on, like, mining trips and stuff. So I'll drink a bit of water while I'm waiting too. I'll do just 7. I'll make sure I have enough. Got enough of that stuff. I'll make the stairs too. So I don't have to jump every time I want to go back in. Then probably make some lockers at least. I can at least keep some, or start bringing some stuff over. Okay. That'll just be done when it's done. Let's see. That should have plenty of steel. Okay, I should be able to at least finish the frame of this. So I'll do that, and then at least I have a little bit of stairs coming up. Finish that up. It's gonna drive me a little bit insane not having a wall there. Then also here. Okay, nice. And then the rest of this. Got that part in, and then I just need to do the walls over here. And then I could finish these parts up, and then I'll just go stand on the roof and finish up the rest of it. Should be all done. At least able to start pressurizing. But we'll not do that until I have everything else, like electrical and stuff, set up. So this is an alright start. Do want to see. I should be able to do these corners here. So we'll just do these two with the extras. That's fine. This makes it a little bit of interesting, and then it's not just asylum walls. And then we'll have that. I'm gonna do this real quick too. There you go. Might look a little funky on the outside, but that's good enough. And we'll might actually keep like my suit storage here and my oxygen tank filler right here by the door. Maybe even on this other side, and then I can have my machines wrap around a little bit here, and then have storage over here. And then maybe I have just another doorway here, at least to a bit of a power room. And then I can have all my wind turbines out in that big flat section over here. That sounds pretty good. We'll just drop all this off. So we'll do that, so it's a little bit more organized. Okay. Then yeah, that's the inside done. The outside looks atrocious, but we'll fix it as we go. This is actually done now. So then, what do we need to do next? Set up power going over here first, I believe. It's probably a good idea. So I might need to go get some more iron. Actually, no, I do have enough. I might turn the furnace on and just smelt a bunch of this basic stuff. Just so I can have stuff like this ready. So I think we'll just do like 4 and 2. Just get this hot enough to smelt. Iron, gold, and then we'll print up some more wind turbines. And maybe get that start thinking about. I think, yeah, I'm gonna start bringing stuff over there so everything isn't just flying around anymore. Chuck all this in here. Get some of this out of the way. Okay. Wind turbine. I think we will just print all 4 of those. As long as I've got enough power to do so. Which it might be close, actually. But while those go, I might as well just start bringing stuff over. That one. Yeah, I think I will make just a little power room on the side here. Basically just for batteries. And a bit of a display stuff for... Actually, I guess I could actually use this wall as just my... like some LEDs that display how much percentage of power I've got. That'll be nice. This kind of stuff is just whatever. That I didn't need to bring with me, actually, because that's... I'm not going to eat it in here anyway. That's good enough. Actually, I'll probably leave my tablet in here, too. And I don't expect to be damaged anytime soon. Actually, I'll turn that back on again. Let that go. I Makes it at least the most of it. Except for the ingots and other stuff. So I think just kind of manually make up some more stuff here. So I think probably need a little bit more steel frames. Especially for more frames to actually put this stuff on. So I'll probably do like 10 more of those. I might run out of power any second now, pretty much. Machines and stuff are kind of the last ones I'll probably bring over. Just bring everything else that I'm not currently using. Should eat that too. Do a drink. Toss that, and I'll just bring the empties over too. And the only thing left over here is stuff I'll need in here. So that's those four. That'll be nice. It's a little bit more than I was wanting, but that's fine. I'll use them. And we'll see what walls and stuff we need after. So I need to let this charge up a little bit more. Because the power should be probably... It's probably pretty low. Okay, yeah, it's still flashing. And I'm running that too, so... I think we'll do... probably just like a little 2x3 room. Or probably a 2x4. And that should be good. And then maybe we'll just do this. And then that's just where I can have all my wind turbines like actually sit. Get rid of this wall. Drop all this stuff off. I'll just grab all this out so I have the stuff. Yeah, we probably won't do any glass. Well, maybe I'll make one window in there. Maybe just like right there. Maybe just right there too, might as well. Okay, and then just do walls. And yeah, I'll need more flats. But for now, I'm not going to make this airtight, so I might as well just do a regular frame. can put down. Start it there, and then I'll just go as tight as possible. And then start using heavy cable for this. So probably do this, this, and then we'll need more heavy cable. We'll have those run into batteries somewhere along this line. And then leave cable up here into just like a display and a circuit board stuff. And yeah, I'll just need more flat walls. And a lot more steel sheets and stuff. And maybe I'll actually print up another battery, because I am going to want at least 2 charging at any time. And then I can really make use of the storm power. Okay, so we'll do a little bit more printing. Just do the flat walls. I just make like 19 of them just so I can get down to 200. Power went out. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Okay, so how many of that give me? Just 2. Okay. Just let that charge up a little bit more. Might actually take apart this stuff now. Bring that over. And then I at least don't have to power an extra thing over here. Since I'm doing this all manually anyway. I was kind of sitting here waiting. And we'll need some heavy cable while I'm over here too. Hopefully... see if I have enough stuff. I need more gold. Which I might... yeah, I have some in here. Wait for that to get more power. Yeah, wind kind of died down again. And the outside thing's probably using up all of my power right now. Good enough for now. Except that's not great. Seems like I have trapped myself yet again. See if I can turn that off while I'm in here. I really wish I could crouch too. So I can't quite get over there. Wonder, actually, it'd probably be easier just to do this for now. And then that technically powers it off. Oh, I don't know what else would be draining power right now. That's not automatic, so none of that's on. None of this is on. That. My other chip. Yeah, that might be draining it, but there's only so much I can do with the wind being super slow. I needed gold, and then I'll print that up when I have more power, but I just wanted power so I can get out of here. And then hopefully when I come back I actually have a little bit more built up. So I can print up another battery and some cable so I can start using this power. This will just be flat. And yeah, we'll put walls along there too. All of that. Don't need that. As well start thinking about airlock stuff too. Probably just have that there. Might actually have that over one just for more. Oop, not like that though. More pretty, because I might actually put like an actual physical door here. And I'd like to keep these things open anyway, so I don't want it colliding. So then we'll have this set up for my airlock. With that, and then I can run the cable up this way. So I'll probably do this so I can actually see it. So then I could have I can probably do my gas stuff on this wall. So we'll probably have... Oh, that was right there. We'll have two active vents there and there. Then maybe I can do... Trying to think about how the console works. The new update might have actually said something about how the console works. So I might even be able to put it sideways now and it actually like rotates its thing, but I'll figure that out when I actually get to that point. Might actually even just pick these up for now. use some of them to power over here. I can't stick those along there, but I can do this. Grab up some of this cable. A lot of the straight ones and the weird. Okay. There. There. Okay, that'll be a little bit more power. Need a couple more balls. Need the battery printed up, so I might as well do that now. Hopefully I have enough power to at least do that. And the air tank's still fine. Water and food's still fine. But I can sit in here for a little bit. It's gonna be close, actually. Well, the window's still alright, so maybe it's powering it enough. Actually, I don't dare remove cable, because it might reset the progress on that. So I think waiting game's all I've got right now. Hopefully this actually gets to be finished. Okay, cool. And then I'll just print up some more heavy cable. Well, I've still got a little bit of power left over. And then hopefully I can get some more steel sheets too. Chuck that back in there. Print a good amount of this just so I don't have to. Might even just use up the rest of the gold in here to print more cable. Then print up some more sheets. Holy, yeah, I only need a couple more walls, but honestly I can just wait. So I won't need to worry about it for a little bit. Probably till the next time I play this anyway, so won't worry about it too far. Would like some more sheets though, so I can weld up at least the frames and have that ready. And then I'll need a couple of steel sheets anyway, so I can finish the battery. thinking about it. I'm just gonna let this run and I will be right back because I need to go to the bathroom. So, 1 second. Okay, I am right back, and what have I see what I've done. I have the wrong button attached to OBS. Okay, so that is all that done. So we'll get a couple more sheets at least. Finish up the floor, and then I'll print off another couple of walls so I can finish up that room. So probably do about that many, should be good. And then we'll do some flats. I don't remember exactly how many, but I'll just do the 6. So, might as well eat. There's another empty. Bring that over too. Do that. Might actually make the other stuff, though I'm out of gold now, so I'll need to go mine some more gold too, so I can set up an airlock. That's okay. We should be able to wire at least these two up. And then we'll do... Which ways do these go out again? We should be fine to do them here. So I might do... That one's there. And then we could probably fit two more in here if I need to. I'll fit that one when I get rid of that base here. And then maybe stick another one there if I need it later. So that will get done. Then hopefully I have enough cable to just drag all the way over here. I'll switch that around. Makes a little bit more sense. So I think that one was just a generator, so I'll do that now. And yeah, I'll start charging at least. Then I might need more cable just to do that, but that'll be fine. And that needs a little bit more setup. So these will be like this. I did only need the 3. Should do the wall stuff first. And I can always weld up the bottom later. I keep that one open so I can walk through easier. That's done. Don't need these anymore. That I can just drop. These I can drop in here. And start thinking about some of this. To do, I think I want like a suit storage thing. Oh hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just kind of playing alone on this one I started a couple days ago. Started to get at least a new base set up. So I actually have more room to do it. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Playing a bit more of this after work. Don't work tomorrow, so just kind of chilling out. What did I need to do? I need to mine more gold so I can make a console, so I can get an airlock set up. Still don't have that set. Yeah, I still have it set on flying mode. Oh, sweet. Oh too much CO2 probably from just releasing the gas tank, or the waste tank. Yeah. So, to smelt this up. We'll re-cable this up. Okay. Some more fuel in here so I can smelt this gold faster. There we go. And print up the airlock parts. See, I need the console. I'll need the advanced airlock. Should have a piece of glass at my base. Then I'll need a sensor. And I think that's it. And I'll just need a bunch more cable. And some more steel sheets. Need a couple more to finish up the actual walls in there. And then I'll need a whole bunch more to seal the floor. I think about 8 to seal the floor, a couple more for the wall. I'll just let this go until 190. Just have a little bit of extra. Then probably just more cable, because I know I'm gonna need more. I do have more gold and copper in there. I'll get that out so I can actually remember I have it. I think probably 20 more and I'll be good enough. Good. Then head outside and set that up. Hopefully I've got enough stuff now. So I'm gonna do me see if I can get away with doing console on the side. And maybe the sensor up here. So I can never remember if this screen actually auto rotates. Not too sure. Okay, so that's that. Need to actually connect it to this. And we'll do that. Okay. That should at least work. Oh, sweet, it does auto rotate. Okay, so I'll need probably get a labeler so I can do this easier. And then I need to make the actual air parts. It's getting there. Shut that off for now. Do that, seal this up. And see how much of this I can weld. That's that done. It should seal all of this in. And I'm going to start carrying this again because it's nice to have. Just drop this off. Got at least some of this. So I'll have a thing there, which I'll probably do a couple of these. Then I'll put a passive there. And I think I still need to connect this up. So that's ready for the active vents. Then just need the two passives, a couple of regular pipe, then two actives. A decent amount of power built up now. Okay. So we'll dump all this out of here. Copper, gold, iron at least. Need one passive. I don't think I'll actually need the insulated one for that part. And I'll need some regular pipe. That'll be enough, and then I need two actives. Then active and passive. So I can start getting all the air out of that other base. Start getting it ready for move-in day, as it were. So I think I'll probably stream as long as I can probably move into my other base and then call it there when I get that done. So hopefully probably just about another hour or so. Then we'll see where we're at. Do I need anything else? For my sanity, I think I might do one more thing. Is it called grading? Yeah. And then that'll just be nice. Not necessary, but very nice to have. So I'm going to put that in the one block of airlock that I do have, just so I don't have to like constantly walk up and then down inside while I still don't have a floor. Because I just want to do, let's see, like this, and we'll do that one. And then there's at least a flat kind of section in here. Oh, I was going to make a labeler, that's what I needed. But at least those are set up. Power's critical, so I'll need to go back over there anyway, so whatever. So that's set up there. The inside, I want... I might actually have it just go a couple blocks this way. I think me having that one insulated will help at least a little bit with the cold intake. Actually, I almost wonder if I don't worry about it right now. Maybe just do like this. And I'll just use the one insulated there. Actually, wait, where am I? Did I completely screw up the placing of that? Probably. Yeah, right there. That'll work. Then this I can just kind of place wherever. This will just be used to get the air out of my base. All this cold air. Someone get in there. There we go. That'll be ready for that. Okay, and then I get a labeler so I can actually set this up, not have to guess. And then soon enough I should at least be able to pressurize it inside there so I can start moving stuff in. Switch that out before I die. Grab that out. And then what do I need for a labeler? Just iron and gold. Should have some more iron in here. So that's set up. Put battery in there. I'll dump this out while I've got it. That's still mostly fine. I'll eat and drink a little bit while I'm in here. Okay. Enabler. Air out. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to just grab all of the air I've got in here to bring over there too. I might want to set up a portable tank, but that could come after me setting at least up the airlock. To exterior airlock, interior. And we'll do interior vent airlock, exterior vent, and that should be all I need to do. And eventually I'll get an actual battery for that, but I'm able to switch that so I can set it up. Exterior, exterior. Yep, it's doing it right. Gas sensor. That's trying to do that right. And I'll set the external probably to like 2. And the internal probably to 80 eventually, but see how much I pressurize the inside there. So that'll be good. Test if this is working real quick. Yeah, and then I'll open the door basically immediately since I've got it set to just 2. And then when I come back in, I'll get all the air out, and then grab from the inside air. Up to, at least try to go to 80, but... Okay, so that'll work now. And all we need to do is get all the air out of here. Just get all of the cold air out, and then I'll replace it with the oxide plus the air I've got in my other base. Which, yeah, that will keep going forever. That for sure works. I can just leave that alone for a while. Let that do that. And then that's done. And turn that off. Then I think probably just set up a portable tank system for getting all the good air in here into my other base. I say good, but it's not great because it's got pollutant in it and stuff, but it's at least warm air. So get, I guess ideally I would want portable, the tier 2 portable tank. Because that is insulated. And I want this, so I need a tier 2 pipe bender. Which I think I'm going to need to make at least the tier 2 electronic sprinter for. which I can get away with, probably. Got plenty of steel, and then I just need the extra stuff. I'll do that. Get one of those. Clean up some of this other stuff that I've got. Those, I think. This should be all I've got that's not currently being used. This I don't need here anymore. That will still be useful until I move fully in. And I mean, I could technically just run a huge amount of pipes over there to transfer all of the air, but it might take a while. And I don't really want to make that many pipes anyway. And plus I'll use the insulated tank later to move my furnace off gas around too, so it's not a waste that I'm doing this right now. So it does take a while. I might just combine all these while I'm waiting. And it's at least easier to take them over there when I finally move. A lot less stacks to deal with. At least take my helmet off too. Now just to play the waiting game. I need to print this one up and then hydraulic pipe bender one. Then I'll be able to make the tier 2 portable tank. So with this, yeah, I can just make all of the other mods. So we'll do that. What does it take to make this? Silicon, iron, copper. Throw all that in there too while I'm waiting. Do I have enough silicon? Yeah. It's probably the only one I actually need to worry about. Yeah, just throw all of it in there. To take some steel out of that too. Though it'll probably be the last to come out. Stick my head through the wall and see how much power I've got left. It's not flashing yet, but should be good for a little bit. That. Okay, and then I'll need the steel out of here. And I can make the tank. So make one of those, one of the portable connector thingies. Yep. And I've got a little bit of pipe still. This part of it I'll wire outside. So probably do just one of these inside and then have the rest of it outside. So I'll have to keep coming in and out with the tank. Is there enough room here? No, the locker's there. Might be able to do it right there. Probably do this. And then I'll just put a pipe down. I remember where it is. Then I'll need some sort of pump, but I could probably just steal the one from my furnace. Though might be able to make the better one. Yeah, the turbo pump. Might as well. I don't know that it'll be better, but it will be something. Okay, set this up. Actually, I'll do this first. And this. Is that? Yeah, that's the gas part. And we'll drop this. Actually connect it. And then we'll just need to power this with whatever I've got nearby. And we want to go this way as much as possible. It should be fine. It's lowering in there, so. And I really doubt I'll get even close to bursting this with how much I've got in there. So we'll just let that run. And hope that I don't see a fireball behind me. Check on this and see how much I've got out of here. And almost all of it, actually. Yeah, there's like a little tiny bit left. And I don't know why my arm is so far out. That's weird. Okay. I can barely read that. But 29 dropping. Still 33 over here, so it'll take a little bit longer to get the rest of this little bit out, but should be easy enough. Drop this crap down. Don't need this anymore. Might need the pipes. And hopefully all of my air from my old base will fit in that tank. And I can just pick up that whole system and just drop it over here. I guess I could just bring the tank inside and just release the valve. And not have to set up another pump or connector. Yeah, that'll probably finish by the time that other thing's done. And then it should be almost all of that, at least set up to live in. Certainly need to make improvements to it, because this is disgusting. Put the outside frame outside of it so it doesn't look so gray and gross. Yeah, that's not even come close to bursting. Okay. There's still actually a decent amount, so I doubt that that's actually, like, all that fast. But, whatever. It'll get done eventually. And I could probably actually just start moving this stuff over. Is there anything left in these? Just in there. Okay. That, and those are the things that are left. I might just keep all of the ingots and stuff in here. And I'll come back for them. I would grab the rolly ones though. Okay, that. I can start taking apart these. So I shouldn't need to make anything else until I've got everything moved over. Should just get cable back. Then I can grind the plates out, and then I'll have to come back for the actual machines themselves. And actually, since I have all this set up, I can actually put the wall back in. Should be able to do somewhere. There it is. Make that at least a little bit nicer. Okay, so these will be for the machines. I'll drop all this off for you now here. Drop this stuff down in each corner. I don't really need to hold on to this right now. Yeah, this should for sure will be all pumped out before that other base is done. should be able to pick up all of these. And there's a wall back there. And probably be able to just pick up all of this too. Start setting this up. So now I'm not going to have enough room. For all of this, but oh well. That at least gets the majority of this old stuff just out of here. I'll keep all of that stuff there. And eat and drink while I still can in here.
Low pressure. Oxygen low.
Yeah, I know, suit. I'm working on it. There we go. Okay. So, the last time I need to come in here is when all of this air is gone. So, that'll be easy. Okay. And I can start setting up my machines again. It's nice that I have that set up. It's so nice not having to manually do an airlock. Okay. So, yeah, atmospherics is for this thing, so I'll just chuck this over here for now. This is irrelevant. So then, I think we'll probably do maybe we do tool here in this corner. The lathe itself. I don't want to make room for some auto stacker or some stackers. So I'll probably do that there. Might actually just put the other two machines on this side. So 1 pipe, 2 pipe. I won't need a stacker on that one. And then, yeah, that should be fine there. So we'll lose up. Get these all done. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome. And this is basically all pumped out, so I should be able to start getting some oxide in here and actually pressurizing this. And then I can actually start living in here. Set these. That was the electronics. That's the pipe bender. I do play like stuff like Minecraft, and I have been thinking about doing some other stuff, but I don't really have any too solid plans. I've been thinking about doing some modded Minecraft here soon. Ah, sweet. Yeah, anime's pretty cool too. Don't think I need solid. Probably won't need heavy cable in here. Oh yeah, Attack on Titan, that one's pretty good. I didn't ever end up watching season 3, but I do need to get around to doing that again. But I don't know about favorite, but I do like Full Metal Alchemist a lot. Either Brotherhood or the, like, 2003 version. Yeah. It's usually one that I keep coming back to when I just need, like, background noise. So that's all that cabled up. See if my tank outside is done. I think the power literally just cut out. So I think I'll shut this off for now. There might be just a little in there that I don't really care anymore. Yeah, there's really not a lot in there still, so I think that is good enough. Disconnect that. Drag this over. And this is probably one of those rare cases I probably should have done a two block airlock, but this is probably pretty close to me just breaking my suit if this flies out of here. That time it was not tragic. Okay, so I think now I'm gonna just go mine a bunch of oxite. And then drop a bunch of that in there and then open that tank, and that should warm it up to start melting everything. And then pressurize it up to at least 80, I think. And I should be able to start taking my helmet off and living in there. So I just need to find some oxide. Here's some. Grab a good amount of this. So you have a lot more room to try and pressurize. Which, that's just more lead. I definitely do not need more lead. See if I can find more. Looks like there's a little bit more over here. Let me see if I can get at least like 3 stacks. That's all copper, which I'll come back out for a proper mining room later. And I actually make like a mining backpack and stuff. That's just water ice. Yep. There's a little bit more on the way back. Definitely need to work towards getting a better drill. 'Cause this is slow going. But once I fully move in, start working on. I think I just need to upgrade my machine, my tool manufacturer, and then should be able to print that. So for now, toss all this ice in here, start getting it, and then see how much I need to actually warm it up. Alright, that's not going to pressurize. There we go. So drop at least some of this in here to start. And we'll just drop this. Just let all of that vent out. And then, yeah, it should be melting. Yep. But yeah, any of that liquid pollutant will evaporate. It's kept a little bit of its heat, so that's good. $20 is at least enough for me to be able to eat and drink in here, so that's good enough. And yeah, that's empty. Actually, I can just disassemble that now. Just keep it in my inventory. And then we'll just drop some more of this. And we can just fill it up as we go. Guess I could... Maybe I could just make it like a heat exchanger for my furnace off gas, just so I can heat exchange some of the outside oxygen and then pump it in here. And that might be a good idea, to just be able to fill up this space. Yeah, I'll definitely need to warm it up at least a little bit. So I would like it closer to 20. This is no longer necessary. Just reach my head through the wall and get rid of that too. So that's all done. So I can just drop on the floor for now. Until I set up all of that. Actually, I'm going to want to set up start moving some of that furnace off gas over here. Need to find a good spot for it. Maybe I have it... maybe out back on that side. And then I could have all my furnace setup stuff be over there. And have all of my output ingots just drop straight into here. And that would make more sense. And I can just run my furnace outside. That sounds like a good enough idea. So that should actually work now. Okay, sweet. Need to move the power over here as soon as possible now that I'm not really running anything on this other side. How will we do that? How do we grab all of these? Well, actually, I do still need a little bit of power. Run my furnace a little bit longer. And any of this gas moving. We'll just do that. And I just need to move this to over here somewhere. Oh, excuse me. Okay, and I don't need grab this anymore. Which, grab that radiator too. Actually, get rid of that first. Do this. And then do this so I can move the gas this way. And then I can start connecting this up. And then put this down. Actually, I'll need a pump on this anyway. Does this have... that doesn't have any gas in it, so I can get rid of all this cable. Probably just put the pump down right there. Where did I put that? Oh, I probably threw it down. Dang it. Let's throw all these down too. Ooh, if I can even aim right. There we go. Yeah, I do have a Discord. I don't have a server set up yet, but it should be the same name as I've got right here. My Rainbow Blitz 014 name. That's all set up. Get more power into this space. And I'll go grab that pump again. Yeah, that's gonna be slow for a while. But, oh well. Yeah, I'll look into that when I'm done with the stream. Yeah, I'm not even going too much longer. Probably around... how long have I been? Yeah, probably close to about 10-15 minutes I'll be going. Probably get this process started and then head off. So I've got main base basically sorted. Oh god, why did that creak? That was weird. Alright, that's worrying. Wasn't the only one to hear that, right? Yeah, that's definitely creaking. Am I just trying to put way too much gas in there? I don't hear it anymore. Oh yeah, it was trying to overpressure. Okay, I just need to chill out with that then, I guess. See at what point. Oh, yep, this is getting close to full. And then for now I could just use this portable tank as a heater for my other base. There's probably a lot more pressure in here, yep. But for now I can just use this as a bit of a radiator. Kinda. Heater. Whatever. So probably just go... drop this back here somewhere. And then I will set this up at some time next time when I stream. Probably have the actual furnace tank there permanently. So I'll probably just put this over here somewhere. For now. And then bolt it down just so it doesn't run away from me in a storm. Okay, cool. So that should actually be able to just get rid of this. Shouldn't explode, but we'll see. Yeah, it's gonna suck air in more than it's gonna push out, so it'll be fine. And I can finally get rid of this basic shack. Basically, Minecraft equivalent of a dirt house. And then we'll move everything inside my old base. And then that's probably where I'll end it for today. I might just throw it all through the window. So glad that this is possible. Ideally, I'll probably have some chutes at some point so I can actually do this properly, especially since stuff like that can happen. It was the radiator, I believe. So that might be gone forever, and I'm not sure where that flew. Oh, there it is. Oh. Probably chuck it through this part of the wall. Just make sure I get everything in before another storm happens. Especially my water and food. Actually, I'll just do this. That. Don't think there's any more loose stuff just laying around. Okay. Should be good enough. I can tear the rest down while I'm waiting for other stuff to happen. Okay. Drop all this stuff on the floor for now. And then all this over here. And then... Yep, I'm able to take my helmet off. I'll eat and drink again. And then that is where I'm going to end it for today. So definitely appreciate all you watching and following and whatnot. And I will catch you all later.